back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Afaq back again with another video. Today's video I'm going to be talking about 3 key ways which have helped me stay motivated during this pandemic. If you're new to the channel, I make videos which revolve around personal development, storytelling, daily vlogs, etc. So if you're interested, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe and like this video. I also have a podcast as well, which you can check out in the link in the bio, so I would appreciate you guys doing that as well. Without further ado, let's get back to the video. Now, it's absolutely normal to not feel 100%. We are going through a pandemic, once in a lifetime event. So if you feel lazy, unproductive, it's absolutely fine. Don't let society tell you that you should be, starting 5 new businesses or starting a podcast. Like, everyone is working at their own pace. So just make sure that you're okay, your family's okay, and the rest will hopefully take care of itself. So make sure that you're in the right space, the right frame of mind to get started. Another thing, all of the ideas from this video are not mine. There's things I've borrowed from some of my favorite books, most notably, give me a sec. So we have, if this focuses, we have Stillness is the Key, Ryan Holiday. We have Obstacle is the Way, Ryan Holiday. And we have Ego is the Enemy, also Ryan Holiday. If you can't tell by now, I'm a really big Ryan Holiday fan. So if you're Ryan watching this, appreciate you, bro. The first tip which has helped me stay motivated, this might sound a bit confusing to you guys, but it's by going for a walk. Friedrich Nietzsche said that all ideas that have worth come from walking. I don't know if I said that right, paraphrased it. Ryan mentions in this book how some of the most famous people that have ever tread this earth used to go for walks just to recalibrate and kind of refocus on, their objectives. Going for a walk really helps you recalibrate and kind of re-energize, especially for me when I am stuck with a specific task, when I'm doing my university work, or I'm just under a lot of pressure at work. I go for a walk and it really helps me kind of get back to basics. And also, when you're going for a walk, you're surrounded by nature, and when you're surrounded by nature, it really helps you gauge how trivial your problems are in the grand scheme of things. So going for a walk is one of the most productive things you can do, and it's helped me out immensely in staying productive during this pandemic. Many of you might already be taking advantage of going for walks, but to those that aren't, man, you guys are missing out. So go for a walk. Another thing which has been crucial to my motivation during this pandemic has been a routine. Now, a lot of you might not see the need for a routine. You might think that it's too many rules, etc. But developing a routine, especially during the pandemic, was one of the best things I ever done. Before the pandemic, and even during the start of the pandemic, my rules really never had any structure or guidelines. So that kind of always made it where nothing would get done, and the day would be just filled with unproductiveness and jumping from one task to another without really any focus. The pandemic really provided me with a structure to kind of focus on my priorities and really get the most essential tasks done of the day. I would recommend developing some sort of routine to really help you achieve your daily goals and really hone down on what you want to accomplish throughout not only the day but also the week. James Clear, which you guys might have heard of, who wrote the book Atomic Habits, has essentially talks about not breaking the chain in his very famous book Atomic Habits. He talks about the power of habit tracking, where he states that the mere act of tracking a particular behavior will result in trying to change it. So it's so important that you kind of track what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And once you feel as though some of the behaviors that you're doing, or the activities you're carrying out, they're not leading to anything, you're just wasting too much time on them, that can be playing video games, constantly surfing your phone, you will eventually try to decrease the amount of time you spend doing those things. So the mere act of just trying to track your behaviors is so important, and then trying to build key habits in the day that will make sure that you stay on a specific routine. The final key way which has helped me stay motivated is getting out of my own head. Ryan mentions this in Ego is the Enemy right here, and it's one of my favorite chapters. And the chapter starts off with a really fascinating quote from the British philosopher Alan Watts, who says, "A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions." One of the other ways, actually, I managed to stay productive and motivated even through this pandemic is simply not overcomplicating things and seeing things for what they are. I don't overanalyze situations or people. If I have an unproductive day, I don't self-loathe. I carry on and focus on being better the next day. So it's very important that you check yourself and make sure that you're not self-loathing. You need to find the right balance. So there you have it, the 3 ways through which I managed to stay motivated. The first one being by going for regular walks. They don't have to be nothing crazy, but they really are effective in helping you recalibrate and refocus. The second way is by building a routine. Build effective habits throughout the day, which makes sure that you get stuff done and are not just, aimlessly trying to complete tasks one after the other. And the final tip is getting out of your own head. Not self-loathing, not overcomplicating things for yourself. Just being persistent and just making sure you're focusing on the task at hand. I hope these tips help you guys. I hope they have some sort of impact on your daily lives. If they do, please let me know in the comments. As I said, please do subscribe to the channel because I have a lot more videos like this coming up. So if you are interested, please show me some love. Follow me on my socials in the corner, and also check out the podcast as well. And that's it. Thank you guys for tuning into another video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.